Welcome to the DisKingdom podcast, and we're going to be talking about Harry Potter. Yes, okay, it's Roger and Victoria here. Well, and then Universal have announced a brand new Harry Potter attraction and sort of Christmas show is going to be coming to Universal. And obviously, as British, I can do a really bad American version of English. So this one is going to be coming out for the Hollywood, for Universal Orlando, coming to the park from November the 18th through to January the 8th. Guests can experience new food and drink items in Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley with an extra magical holiday flair. The Frog Chorus will be singing songs of the holidays, and every evening a spell will be cast onto the Hogwarts castle, bringing moments from the film onto the castle walls. And there's also going to be a new parade and stuff. So what did you think when you first saw this news announced?
I was honestly very excited. My roommate actually sent me a link of the news before I saw it on Twitter. She works in Diagon Alley. So when I saw the fact that they're doing a Christmas celebration, my first thought is, oh my gosh, are they doing Yule Balls now? But unfortunately, no, that's not going to happen. But all the entertainment that I'm seeing and the new shows, I'm very excited for it. I'm so happy.
Yeah, it's not exactly massive, is it? I mean, it feels, when I kind of read that, I was expecting kind of a much more of what Disney do with a Christmas party. The idea of them just doing essentially some noise or some songs, some bit of lights, or they obviously know the nighttime stuff is something that they're lacking over there.
Yes.
It's a nice little add-on. I definitely feel when you're at the park at Christmas, especially when it's that hot and it's lovely, you know, the idea of having snow and everything is great.
Well, I feel like a pro and con to this is the pro is, it's not a specially ticketed event. Anyone could come, but the con is it's not a specially ticketed event.
No.
So with it being in its first year of doing this, it's going to be majorly crowded. I already know Hogsmeade is very claustrophobic for me, so I don't go there too often. I more so do Diagon Alley. So, I mean, it's gonna be crowded. I'll say that much.
I mean, I think just in general, I think any kind of stuff to do over the holidays. I mean, just decorating it, it can look amazing, and everyone's in that holiday spirit. I remember going to Universal years ago when the Grinch came out at the cinema, and Whoville had all the it was snowing and all the Grinch stuff was around, and I'll be honest, as a family, we didn't really know who the Grinch was. Up till really that movie came out, it wasn't a big thing over here in Zeus, Dr. Zeus.
Really?
It's not as big as it was. I mean, we had the books in libraries, but it was never as big because we got so many other children's books.
Right, that's true.
So it's that kind of thing of, I mean, it's still, and it's got more popular over the years because of the movies and generally American culture coming over a lot more and things like that. But I remember still now that whole thing of that feeling of Christmas being there in the Islands Adventure. And it was the only place in the Islands Adventure that felt Christmassy. So the idea that they're doing this up in the Harry Potter area, and also those Harry Potter movies, they're kind of becoming a Christmas tradition of being on TV every Christmas. They've always got the snowy scene in there that they do something slightly Christmassy. I think it actually fits very good in with the movies because they do that in the movies.
I do. I feel like that's what they're honestly selling this celebration on. Like, everyone loves the scene where you see, the Great Hall decorated for Christmas, Hogsmeade decorated for Christmas, Hogwarts in general. So the fact that they're selling something where you can now enter that world, I mean, minus the Great Hall and Yule Ball, of course, but that's what fans want. As long as they continue feeding into the imagination of the fans, they'll continue to do well, and I feel like this is going to be a good success.
And I think it's like putting stuff onto the castle at night, and just the whole projections are becoming more and more advanced at theme parks anyway, and I think it's just a cool way of doing it.
I think this is honestly a way to compete with Happily Ever After in a way.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of on that kind of thing of using that area a little bit better, and I think as well of just making it feel different and feeling special. And I think Universal need to kind of get into that a little bit more of, obviously they do the Halloween Horror Nights, but Christmas they don't seem to have grabbed the Christmas market in the same way.
Yeah, the only thing they really have is Macy's Christmas Parade, which I didn't get a chance to see, unfortunately, but the Grinchmas, I really did enjoy the Grinchmas show. That's really the only thing they had as far as Christmas, things. So the fact that they're upping their game up as far as the holidays. I think it's going to be really great. It's going to compete with Disney's Halloween and Christmas parties as well.
All right, so that actually Macy's Holiday Parade is actually in the park, because I thought when I read that, I was like, well, that's in New York. I kind of didn't realize they named their parade in Universal the Macy's Holiday Parade.
Yep. Yeah, I believe that's what they changed. No, I have to look into that, but I'm pretty sure that's what they changed the name to, as far as I know. But they're gonna get all new floats for the parade, all new music. Santa's gonna be there, of course. Hopefully, the minions aren't gonna be causing any trouble for Santa. So I'm excited to see that as well.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe that we've done 2 Christmas stories in a space of 2 weeks at Easter, literally, and it is Easter today. So there we go, guys. Love to know your thoughts on the new Harry Potter Christmas stuff coming to Universal this year. Love to know your comments as per usual. You can find us on all the different social medias, and you can also follow, like, and subscribe on whichever platform you are watching or listening this on. Where can they find you over, Victoria?
They can find me on Twitter at He Calls Me PP, and Instagram, He Calls Me Pineapple Princess.
Okay, and on that note there, thank you very much for watching, guys. We shall see you guys soon. Laters.
See you soon.